One.
A home game 3,614 miles away from home. Notre Dame is the home team today in Dublin, Ireland, but they're a long way from Notre Dame Stadium from Dublin Ireland, Aviva Stadium, as our backdrop here today. I'm Phil Haug for Fighting Irish Preview. And today it's a season opener for the Irish, a date that we've long waited for since that victory in the Gator Bowl over South Carolina. And it'll be the debut of some interesting things, not the least of which is Sam Hartman. Notre Dame Navy, there will be 50,000 fans here today. It's interesting coming over on the Dart, as they call it here, and walking through the Temple Bar area. I was here in 2012. It really seems like there's more Navy people here than I remember from 2012. Still a lot of Notre Dame fans, but maybe Navy is going to be represented a little bit better in the stadium today. The weather may play a factor here today. We've seen rain off and on. There's about a 25% chance of rain at game time. Temperature is a little nicer here, I take it, than it's been back in the States. Temperature should be around 60% or 60 degrees. Things I like today in Notre Dame's favor: Notre Dame has had time to prepare, extra time to prepare for that tricky Navy option. That's an advantage. Notre Dame has veteran linebackers and safeties. Xavier Watts, Jack Kaiser will be playing in kind of a safety role, even though he's typically a linebacker. J.D. Bertrand, who couldn't play in the game last year when Navy almost came all the way back in the second half, he's healthy. He'll play today. That's a nice advantage for the Irish in trying to stop that option. And then, of course, I also like having Sam Hartman in our favor. That will give Notre Dame a dimension today that they didn't really have last year. Shut off the run. Go ahead. Make my day. Shut off the run. Notre Dame should be able to pass the ball well if that's the situation, or if they decide to drop 8 and hand the ball off to Aldrich Estimate. Notre Dame with Sam Hartman at the trigger should be well balanced. From Navy's perspective here today, they have a new head coach. And last year, that new head coach, who happened to be the defensive coordinator last year, so his expertise is still on that staff, held the Irish to 12 yards and 0 points in the second half of that game last year when they went to that cover 0 high pressure defense. The good news is, though, if they try that again, Sam Hartman should be better equipped than Drew Pine was with his quick release ability to find receivers. That's the hopefulness. Of course, in a season opener, you just never know. Overall, Notre Dame expectation seems to have trended up during training camp this year, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. Wide receivers, a lot of potential there. We got to see them do it. I really like Notre Dame's chances today in dealing with the Navy offense, particularly in their first year. Navy's offense, they're going to change things up a little bit, look for some trick plays, but with that balanced offensive approach, I just think Navy's going to have a hard time really stopping Notre Dame. And again, that extra time of preparation is going to aid the Irish defensively. And I guess be careful, though. This is a new coach for Navy, and I would expect some tricks here today. So hopefully when Navy pulls those tricks, they may result in 30, 40-yard gains. But the key thing is when they pull those trick plays, the Irish got to keep Navy out of the end zone. Notre Dame's a 21-point favorite here today. The over-under is 50.5. I say take the over and give the points. The Fighting Irish Preview pick today, Notre Dame 38 and Navy 14. I'll talk to you after the game. Go to fightingirishpreview.com for plenty more. And for Fighting Irish Preview from Dublin, Ireland, I'm Phil Haug. We'll talk to you after the game.